ladies and gentlemen, to NXT, and tonight it is going to be Kevin Owens, your NXT champion, Damian Priest, your United Kingdom champion, taking on Dragunov and Karrion Kross in the main event. Those two gentlemen from each team will be a part of Survivor Series, part Triple H and the other part CM Punk. Here is your Wednesday Night Delight, ladies and gentlemen. John Morrison making his way to the NXT arena here tonight, here in Winter Park, Florida. Morrison had a pretty big win last week over Jordan Devlin in his debut. And it was a great back and forth matchup. That's what you'd love to see here in NXT. But now John Morrison has even a bigger matchup than that, as it's going to be John Morrison taking on the United States champion, AJ Styles. I cannot wait to see how that's going to fare as Morrison makes his way down the ring. We have some big matches coming your guys' way. Oh look, wait a minute, that's Jordan Devlin, ladies and gentlemen. Jordan Devlin not too happy after that attack last week here on NXT. Devlin coming right out of the gate, right after John Morrison here. Oh, the jawbreaker takes down Morrison. If you guys recall last week, Morrison would destroy Devlin after their big matchup last week. And now Devlin getting some revenge on John Morrison here. The Wednesday Night Delight, getting his head pounded in here by Jordan Devlin here. What a way to kick us off here on Wednesday Night NXT. And now, oh, the jumping knee strike there to John Morrison. But now Morrison fighting back. But Devlin just way too much, ladies and gentlemen. And now Devlin, underhook, powerbomb there to John Morrison. Morrison is in trouble here. And look at Devlin, he's just standing over Morrison, the lifeless body of John Morrison. Devlin's just telling him to get up to his feet. And Devlin gonna oblige John Morrison there. What a way to open up NXT tonight. Well, that was not the way I was expecting NXT to open tonight, ladies and gentlemen, but it is one way to get your point across. Jordan Devlin was not too happy about how everything occurred last week on NXT, so Jordan Devlin made sure that Morrison knew exactly where he was coming from there. But tonight, now it is Legado del Fantasma taking on the Street Profits. And this will give you the perfect opportunity for the tag team division to kind of figure out who the true contenders are and the teams that definitely need some room for improvement. Santos Escobar has been on a roll as of late, ladies and gentlemen. Big win over our lovely former United States champion Finn Balor last week. A good back and forth matchup. Santos Escobar ultimately getting the big win. So far, Santos Escobar undefeated here in NXT. A lot of big things going to be riding for Santos Escobar, as Santos Escobar has its sights on the North American Championship, ladies and gentlemen. And we can go ahead and confirm to you that it is going to be the weekend of the Royal Rumble, ladies and gentlemen, that you guys will see the next NXT TakeOver pay-per-view. It's going to be called NXT TakeOver in Your House. But now we got the Street Profits making their way down to the ring. And you would think for these tag teams, they definitely want to be next in line for the NXT Tag Team Championships. The Street Profits did really well against Pete Dunne and Sheamus recently, but Pete Dunne and Sheamus ultimately had the upper hand. And talking about the Tag Team Champions, we'll actually see them in action in a singles matchup, as it's going to be Sheamus taking on Dolph Ziggler in a one-on-one contest. But this right here is going to be a big matchup, and you could arguably say these are the two best tag teams besides Pete Dunne and Sheamus that we have. I mean, Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan are on fire as well. Personally, I mean, they're definitely up there. They have an argument to say that they're the top tag team as well. I mean, Street Profits, yes, they did lose to, Pete Dunne and Sheamus. Put it on an impressive showing. Ultimately, did lose, but I mean, if I had to rank it, actually, I might honestly put Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan first. Street Profits, maybe second, and Legado del Fantasma third here. That might change after this matchup, but
there's so much damn potential, ladies and gentlemen, in these tag teams, and you love to see it. And especially with you got Pete Dunne and Sheamus, a new tag team. They are the new tag team champions. And I mean, you can't count out Breezango either, ladies and gentlemen. Fandango and Tyler Breeze. We haven't seen them in action ever since they did lose at NXT TakeOver Chicago. But I mean, I think if we get Breezango back in here too, they can definitely say they're up there in the running. They defeated a couple of these tag teams in the tournament. So, I mean, Breezango definitely is up there as well. So it's something that you got to take into consideration.
Right, here go Montez Ford and Joaquin Wilde kicking us off here in this tag team match. Springboard. I don't even know what you want to call that, but nonetheless, not very effective at the moment. Maybe a corkscrew, whatever you want to call it. It wasn't effective, and Montez able to capitalize here early. Now Montez, going for the moonsault. Wilde's like, nope, not going to happen. Not in my house. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a big, massive main event, as we do have, it's going to be Dragunov and Karrion Kross of Punk Society taking on UK champion Damian Priest, as well as your NXT champion Kevin Owens in your main event of the evening. But also you have Lacey Evans. She'll be in action tonight against Kaylee Ray. And also you're going to see Sheamus taking on Dolph Ziggler later on tonight. So a lot of big matches, a lot of fighting for the rankings, looking to make a name for yourself. And with Ziggler and Rude here on NXT now, we're going to see how they're going to fare in singles action / tag team action. So, I mean, you're just going to absolutely love the depth here in NXT of all these superstars. As now, Montez looking to fly here. Oh, beautiful elbow, about 3/4 away. And now here comes the powerhouse of the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins, the big man. And they go for the pinfall now. I mean, if you're Dawkins, you should have went for the pinfall earlier. Could have at least got a 2.5 to 3 count there. But, I mean, take what you can get, I suppose. As now, Dawkins, nice flapjack maneuver, takes him down. Dawkins, he's in the perfect spot here. And now, beautiful jawbreaker there from Joaquin Wilde. And now a moonsault. Beautiful maneuver as well. Gonna go for the pinfall. Will this be enough to put him away? Just a 1 count. Didn't even need to have Montez there to break it up, but nonetheless, very effective nonetheless. As now, Montez taken out. And now Dawkins going to go with a release suplex, suplexing the other half of Legado del Fantasma at DDT. Is that enough to put away Legado? No, just a 1 count. And look at Dawkins. He's right up in the face. This is the Street Profits for you, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk some trash. Fan favorite here, but they will definitely talk some trash. And now Montez Ford here. I mean, it's a decent suplex there. I mean, it gets the job done maybe a little bit. As now referee right there. 2. Almost a 3 count. Didn't look like it was very powerful, but I mean, it almost got the job done. And look at Cruz getting his head bashed in here. Not going to be feeling too good after a while. That's a big soccer kick to the middle of that back. And now Montez, is he thinking about going to the heavens here? Montez Ford. And he's not taking off just yet. Ford. Oh, what a neck breaker there. He almost got thrown off the top. And now here we go with the tag. Springboard. Ooh, Inseguri takes down Montez. Will this be enough? No, just a 1 count. Nice back and forth matchup here. As now, not a place you want to be here. Drop kick to the back of the neck. And Legado del Fantasma in control here. Big tag. Here comes Angelo Dawkins. Oh, big punch. Those big haymakers from the big man. Oh, Legado del Fantasma in trouble here. Normally, you don't see Angelo Dawkins go high risk here.
frog splash there from Big Dawkins there. Does he go for the pinfall? No, he's going to go again. Is he thinking about another frog splash? Yes, he does. What a beautiful frog splash. And now Dawkins this time going to go for the pinfall. Is it this time? 2. No, 2.5. I think if Wild was in here, I think definitely that could have been it. But since the fresher man's in the ring, able to still stay in it. Uh-oh. Thinking about some snake eyes. Oh, my God. Dropping him on his head and neck. Oh, but key reversal. Can Legado del Fantasma get something going? Uh-oh. Going for a pump handle slam. Is that it? 2. No, so close. 2.9 there. And now here comes Joaquin Wild. See if he can somehow put away Angelo Dawkins. Oh my God. Spiking his head, and that may be all she wrote. 2. Oh, so close again. 2.5. Somehow Angelo Dawkins staying in this match. Now here goes another tag. Raul Mendoza making his way into the ring here. Oh, nice standing moonsault. It's not where you want to be. That's what you love about the tag team division. Different styles, not all the same. As now Angelo Dawkins here. Going for a suplex. Raul Mendoza gets hit with this beautiful suplex. And now, Dawkins here with a sleeper neck breaker. Beautiful maneuver there from Dawkins. And Dawkins like, you know what? I'm gonna tag my bro Montez Ford in. Let's see if Ford can put away Raul Mendoza. Oh, nice standing Spanish fly there. Will that be enough? Ooh, just a 1 count. Montez Ford still has plenty left in the tank here. Not going to go down without a fight. Uh-oh. Into the corner we go. Oh, but a key reversal from Mendoza. Oh, but a glancing blow to the midsection. And now Montez not too happy about that reversal. I'm going to take him down. As now Montez Ford here. They go for the pinfall. Referee right there in position. Ooh, just a 1 count. Look at Dawkins. He sees it. He sees that these guys are about to go to war. So now Raul Mendoza trying to toss out Dawkins. But Montez Ford just way too much there. And now here comes Angelo Dawkins. But if you guys are just tuning in, hold on to that thought. Pinfall attempt. 2. Oh, so close. But like I said, if you guys are just tuning in tonight, big massive main event. Karrion Kross, Dragunov taking on Priest and Kevin Owens. A suplex there from Raul Mendoza. But also Lacey Evans is in action against Kaylee Ray. And Sheamus takes on Dolph Ziggler here tonight on NXT. As look at that, Legado del Fantasma with a win over the Street Profits. Good back and forth matchup here on NXT. Showcasing the tag team division as Montez Ford checking on his brother Montez checking on Angelo. But right now Raul Mendoza and Joaquin Wild beating down Angelo Dawkins in the middle of that ring. Apparently showing who's the better tag team here on NXT. Come on now. Very entertaining tag team match there, ladies and gentlemen. Legado del Fantasma continuing to impress. And, I mean, if they continue to look like that, I mean, there's no denying them to possibly as, becoming #1 contenders in the near future. Plenty of time to figure out the tag team division, but you get to see Kaylee Ray in action, ladies and gentlemen, as she will be taking on your NXT Women's Champion, Lacey. Lacey Evans takes on Kaylee Ray here tonight. Lacey Evans will be defending her NXT Women's Championship at NXT TakeOver in your house. It is the weekend of the Royal Rumble. So after this coming week, it will be officially 8 weeks away. So there's plenty of time to figure out what NXT TakeOver
in your house is going to look like? Could Kaylee Ray be a part of it? We know obviously Lacey Evans is. Will Lacey Evans still be champion 8 weeks from now? I mean, big question, big question. And for Lacey Evans, she's the longest reigning NXT champion we've ever had here in NXT history. Very impressive. She's women's champion for a reason. Love her or hate her, pardon me. She gets it done in the middle of that ring. Takes that woman's ride, or, you know, different version of an Alabama Slam to put you away. That's what she'll do.
The NXT Women's Champion.
Last week she was playing some mind games with Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair was able to actually pick up the victory in her one-on-one contest. So I mean, it's one of those things where you got to be very, very careful. And Bianca Belair did defeat Mandy Rose last week in her NXT re-debut here on NXT, but it's going to be a pretty good matchup. It's going to be the toughest match, I would say, in a long time for Lacey Evans. But Lacey Evans will have a tough task ahead of her. There's a lot of women here in NXT that has beaten Lacey Evans. It's been a non-title matchup. The question is, would Lacey still have her championship, you know, if they were in title matches? But here we go, Kaylee Ray, Lacey Evans. I'm not playing around. Look at Kaylee Ray trying to get the crowd behind her here tonight. And I mean, that doesn't take much, especially when you're facing a woman like Lacey Evans. That springboard forearm missing out, and look at Lacey Evans rubbing it in the face of everyone here in Winter Park, Florida. Oh, and a big chop there from Kaylee Ray. Oh, and a big punch. Look at Lacey Evans, though, just one step ahead of her that time. Oh, look at these women's right to the dome and a kick. Okay, Lacey, bringing that big fight to Kaylee Ray. Oh, going for that power slam. Kaylee Ray. No, big takedown there from Kaylee Ray. Kaylee Ray has a tremendous future, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait to kind of see where her future holds here in NXT. A lot of big-name women on this roster. Oh, and a nice missile drop kick there. Takes down Lacey Evans. Her NXT Women's Champion is in trouble here. Can she fight out of it? Oh, big kick to the dome there from Lacey. Oh, and another kick to the dome. It ain't going to be feeling too good for Lacey later on. Or I should say Kaylee Ray. Oh, and a brutal forearm. She's bringing a big fight tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Another one. And now Lacey Evans. This is what you love about Lacey. She does not care. She'll attack every limb in the body. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. That's Bianca Belair's music. All right, is Bianca Belair going to make her way down to the ring? Are we going to see Bianca? I see some hair. Bianca right there. Uh-oh, Bianca Belair. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. KOD. The kiss of death there to Lacey Evans. And Kaylee Ray has a perfect opportunity. If she could somehow drag herself to Lacey Evans, referee right there. 1, 2. No, at the very last second, Lacey Evans stays in this matchup. The kiss of death. Lacey Evans somehow surviving that. And you got to see if this is going to help out Kaylee Ray now that Lacey Evans is down and out. Oh, God, bouncing her head right off that top turnbuckle. Now Lacey Evans bringing the big fight now. Maybe it's wakened up Lacey Evans. Oh, and a big cheap shot. Yeah, this has kind of pissed her off, honestly. And I don't know if you want to piss off Lacey Evans, to be honest with you. As you can see, Lacey Evans kind of slow and methodical right now at the moment. Look at these big punches, the side of her temple there. And now, uh-oh, Kaylee Ray with a nice reversal. I don't know what Lacey Evans had in store, but Kaylee Ray is going to make her pay. Here we go. Oh, God, this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt for sure. Oh, I thought she was going to go some kind of neck breaker, but this submission hold is going to be very effective nonetheless. Is she going to make Lacey Evans tap? That kiss of death took a lot out of her earlier. No, and she lets go of the submission hold here. And now Kaylee Ray has to go back to the drawing board, see what she needs to do. Going to hook up that leg real quick, see if that's going to be enough. No, 2.5. How much more is in the tank for Lacey Evans, ladies and gentlemen? And now Kaylee Ray
Uh-oh, she's thinking about it again. No, no. Nice maneuver there from Kaylee Ray. 1, 2, 3. Yes, it is. But the referee didn't see it. Kaylee Ray gets the win, but some controversy as the women's champion's hand was on the bottom rope. But a win is a win. We'll see what Triple H will have to say about it. But nonetheless, Kaylee Ray with an impressive win tonight with the helps of Bianca Belair tonight. And now it is time for the Dirty Dogs to make their way down the ring. Ziggler did lose to Cameron Grimes a couple weeks ago here on NXT. Robert Roode did have a nice win over Kevin Owens, the NXT champion, last week here. And now this week Ziggler is in singles action against the one half of the tag team champions, Sheamus. And for Ziggler, like we mentioned before, we can talk about the accolades a lot for Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode, but it comes back down to, yes, that's in the past, but they need to get it done in the future, which is now. And, these guys, the tag team area is wide open right now, especially with the likes of Sheamus and Pete Dunne being at the top of it. Legado del Fantasma, Danny Burch, and Oni Lorcan definitely up there as a top tag team so far here in NXT. And, Street Profits are definitely up there right now. They are kind of down on their ways at the moment, but here comes Sheamus, and it is fight night here on NXT. And oh look, got some different attire for Pete Dunne and Sheamus tonight. Nothing wrong with that. But ladies and gentlemen, this is the future of NXT, Pete Dunne and Sheamus. And this, like I mentioned, plenty of tag teams fighting to be the number one contenders. But the question is, who should be next in line? And hopefully Triple H can find it out. And it's not just obviously Triple H's duties to do that, but having these tag teams in action every single week and kind of deciding, okay, these tag teams are picking up wins. Okay, let's make a number one contenders matchup between so-and-so. Or, different ways to make number one contenders matches, Something Triple H is going to have to decide. But there's a lot of big things for this NXT tag team, Pete Dunne and Sheamus, but also the overall future of NXT. But it definitely looks like it's fight night tonight. Sheamus takes on Dolph Ziggler. And, you never know. Maybe we'll see Pete Dunne and Sheamus take on Roode and Ziggler. Anything's possible. The crowd's actually chanting for Ziggler here. Here we go. Sheamus and Dolph Ziggler here tonight. As now Sheamus with the Irish Curse backbreaker early in this matchup already. Looking to maybe put away Dolph Ziggler early in this matchup. Oh, big stomp to the midsection. Sheamus bringing that big fight here early tonight. And now Sheamus. Oh, double-handed throw there from Sheamus. Sheamus is just a different breed, man. And if you love to be in a fight, you fight with Sheamus and Pete Dunne, ladies and gentlemen, because these guys can fight 24/7 and still beat your behind and maybe take you out for a drink afterwards. Honestly, look at Sheamus. Just eating up this crowd here in Winter Park, Florida. I don't know what the crowd was saying. About go back or something. I don't know what they're saying, but typical NXT universe, ladies and gentlemen. But if we saw Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler tag teaming up against Sheamus and Pete Dunne, I'd buy the tickets to see that. I'd love to see those guys go to war. And look at Robert Roode talking some trash there. Trying to get Dolph Ziggler back in this matchup one way or another.
What needs to be done tonight to put the Celtic Warrior away?
Yes, look at Sheamus trying to go for a Celtic backbreaker of some sort, but Dolph Ziggler's like, nope, not going to allow that to happen. Going to go ahead and show them that wrestling background. As like we mentioned, Dolph Ziggler, a Kent State Hall of Famer,
Nice drop kick there for Dolph Ziggler. And they're going to go ahead and work on that left leg of Sheamus, that Boston Crab. Ooh, but there is a rope break. Hopefully that referee sees that steel chair. That steel chair could be used. And another big takedown there is Sheamus. Uh-oh. High risk, high reward situation for Ziggler. Oh, going for the elbow. I think he was trying to obviously do it a little bit shorter there, but kind of misfired, unfortunately. But fortunately for Ziggler, he's able to stay in this matchup. Brutal forearm strike, though. Going for a super kick. Sheamus had that well scouted. Big takedown. Now we'll see if Sheamus can capitalize. Uh-oh. Going for the high cross. Sheamus! That's what won him the tag team championships, ladies and gentlemen. And look at Rude trying to get involved in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go with the pinfall. But look, Rude, he's getting involved in this matchup, helping out Ziggler as much as he can. But he cannot help him with that. Bro kick out of nowhere. And that should be all she wrote. 3. Yes, it is. Sheamus with a win over Dolph Ziggler. Man, you think that Sheamus and Pete Dunne can't get any more dangerous, but this is what happens. And Sheamus, oh no. Sheamus here. Oh no. Sheamus beating down Dolph Ziggler after their matchup. A lot of people would say Ziggler would deserve this. Here is your main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be Kevin Owens, your NXT champion, teaming up with Damian Priest to take on Karrion Kross and Dragunov.
Introducing first,
And
from
we will
Marie'ville,
get
Quebec, Canada,
bits and pieces of this matchup coming up this Sunday. As this Sunday at Survivor Series, the only NXT matchup you will be seeing at Survivor Series will be a 6-man tag. It will be CM Punk's team, CM Punk, Karrion Kross, and Dragunov taking on Triple H's team of Triple H, Damian Priest, and Kevin Owens. If Kevin Owens, or I should say if Triple H's team loses, Triple H will no longer be the general manager of NXT. And I mean, Triple H didn't even have to make that stipulation, but he said that just to make CM Punk happy. And obviously he's not purposely trying to make CM Punk happy, but he just wants to up the ante there. We'll see how that fares, ladies and gentlemen, as now we get to see your United Kingdom champion. These last couple of weeks have not been the best for Damian Priest, as Priest has lost to not just Karrion Kross, but last week he lost to Dragunov in a good back and forth matchup. But this man, he's definitely the future of NXT, man. Especially as your current United Kingdom champion. There's a lot of stuff this man brings to the table. And I cannot wait to see what Priest has in store for everybody. Honestly, he's one of the best we have here in NXT, and I hope he sends a message to CM Punk Society, honestly. Or what they're calling themselves, Punk Society. But, I mean, nonetheless, it's going to be a great pay-per-view. Survivor Series is already stacked as it is, and now we get to have another match added to that. It is going to be one heck of a pay-per-view. As Priest looks like he is ready. He is ready to get back to his winning ways and gets that opportunity tonight. One of the best to do it here on NXT. As now we get to see Punk's Society, ladies and gentlemen. And now, there it is, Karrion Kross and Dragunov with Scarlett. And of course you get that lovely music. Ilya Dragunov. For Ilya Dragunov, I mean, it's very impressive what he did last week against Damian Priest. But for for Mr. Dragunov. The question is, what is in store for the rest of the roster when they have to deal with a man like Dragunov? As CM Punk knows what he's doing in this recruitment. Very brutal stable coming your guys' way. And this will be the first ever tag team match for Cross and Dragunov here. We'll see how they fare as a tag team, taking on Kevin Owens and Damian Priest. Here we go, Owens and Dragunov to kick us off here. First time ever matchup between both of these men, pardon me. Let's look at Owens with a beautiful snap suplex right away. And oh, look at this, working on that head and neck area. Ilya Dragunov does not want to be in that spot. As now, Owens, brutal backbreaker. And for Kevin Owens, he's looking to get back onto his winning ways. He did lose to Robert Roode last week via that glorious DDT, so we'll see how that's going to fare for that man. As, oh, look at that, nice springboard destruction there from Damian Priest. Ilya Dragunov being suffered with those kicks and punches there, but it not really phasing Ilya. And now, oh my God, what a vicious neck breaker. And now Priest with the hook of the leg, lose the 1 count. And a lot of superstars, you see that nowadays, that they don't really do the hook of the leg too much, which is very surprising. As now Dragunov getting his head just beaten in there from Priest. And now Damian Priest gonna bring him over to the corner. Are we gonna see a tag? Yes, we do. As we're gonna have to see this Sunday night as these guys go to war. Double shoulder tackle, takedown, and now Owens. Oh, big reversal. And now back suplex into the pinfall. One, lose the 1 count. So Priest is talking some trash there. Now Owens focusing on Ilya here and gonna hit him with a back suplex. Owens there, pinfall. Does he have Dragunov in a bad way? No, it's the 1 count. Gonna have to definitely put a lot more in the tank if you want to try and destroy Ilya Dragunov. He showed what he had last week against Damian Priest. And now Damian Priest, no, arm drag takedown reversal from Dragunov. And look at this, that is no easy feat, man. Damian Priest, close to 7 foot, ladies and gentlemen. And Dragunov able to just easily just grab him from the mat and just hit him with that suplex. That is just very, very impressive from this young man. As they release, or I should say reverse suplex there from Ilya Dragunov. And now, what does Dragunov want to do here? Big tag to Karrion Kross. And now, oh! Dragging him down by his head here. And now Karrion Kross looking to fly here. Owens was thinking about throwing him off, but deciding not to do it. And now, oh, go for the axe handle, but Priest had that well scouted. And now Owens wants to get back in this matchup. Priest wants to get him going. As now Priest with a choke slam takedown. That's what Priest needed. Pinfall attempt. 1, 2. No, 2.5. Very, very close there. How much is left in the tank of Karrion Kross here? As now Priest with a Michinoku driver. And look at Damian Priest, he's all fired up. Kross doesn't know where he's at, it looks like. And now we're going to get ourselves a hot tag. Priest and Dragunov in this ring. Dragunov missing that jumping clothesline. We'll see if Priest can capitalize. Uh-oh, here we go. Reckoning, the reckoning to Dragunov. Pinfall. 1, 2, 3. Yes, it is. Damian Priest gets the win in your main event tonight, ladies and gentlemen. If I'm Damian Priest, that's got to feel good, especially for Kevin Owens as well. A lot of impressive maneuvers tonight for not just Ilya Dragunov, but for Damian Priest, able to stick to it tonight in this main event. And look at this one-handed chokeslam sit-out maneuver Very impressive by Priest. Look at another angle. Karrion Kross is no easy man to manhandle like that. But ultimately leading to a big win. And Damian Priest, Kevin Owens picking up the win. Will that be the sight this Sunday when Owens and Priest team up with Triple H to take on Punk Society?